Hi Srikanth,
Hello, hi Sishu.
thanks for joining.
My pleasure.
Should I tell you thanks or like how it is?
No. I mean, it's a wonderful initiative that you have taken in order to, do this podcast thing, where a lot of students have apprehensions about studying abroad, and this a podcast. I'm sure that you would be able to clear a lot of questions.
Yes,
In
yes.
case if you have any questions, if you want to discuss anything about how the abroad education industry, especially US as a destination, I can give you insights about it. We can discuss about a lot of things, especially helping out a lot of aspiring students who can go for US on various levels of courses. It could be
Yes,
bachelor's, it
yes.
could be masters, it could be PhD level programs. But I'm
Sure.
all in, so you can ask me whatever questions that you would want to ask.
So first of all, I wanted to correct you one thing is మన podcast is చాలా తెలుగులో చేద్దాము and
Okay. Yeah.
we will I'm sure you will do good job in Telugu as well.
Yes, and నాకు తెలుగు కూడా వచ్చు, but the last couple of years that I've been interacting with a lot of people, they prefer English as a medium. So
Great.
I'll try my best to cover it in Telugu as well. But Chudam, yeah, let's go for it.
Fine. So, can we start with mana association is almost 5-7 years. I think it's been our 8 years of association. ఎనిమిదేళ్ళు మనం ఇద్దరం ఇండస్ట్రీలో అసోసియేట్ అయి ఉన్నామా?
Yes, absolutely. I think we are there for the last 8 years, doing a great job in servicing a lot of students who are aspiring for abroad education.
Okay.
We have also, both together have put in a lot of efforts to bring in universities as well into the Indian student community.
Correct.
So, yeah, 8 years, and I hope that we'll be in the same industry, giving out services to a lot of students, a million students at least.
Yes.
That's should be our target.
Yes, that's a great thing. అంటే ఇన్ని డేస్ మన జర్నీలో ఐ థింక్ వీ కుడ్ ఏబుల్ టు అక్యుములేట్ సమ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఇన్ సర్వింగ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ అట్లీస్ట్ స్టూడెంట్స్కి వీ కుడ్ ఏబుల్ టు అండ్ ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ యూర్ బీయింగ్ రిప్రజెంటింగ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫైనెస్ట్ గ్రూప్స్ ఇన్ ద మార్కెట్ and that groups and why don't you talk about something about yourself and your can you just brief me? I'm just asking you to brief yourself in fact.
Sure, why
Yeah.
not? Let me formally introduce myself.
Yes.
My name is Shrikant Palakurti, and I'm the regional manager for Wellspring International. I take care of South, Central, and West India. I'm responsible for recruiting students for Wellspring International. And to be honest, or to give you more insight about Wellspring International, Wellspring International is based in the US, and it has been operating in the overseas education for the last 20-25 years. And I would say in India it has been there for 7 to 8 years. And we are based in Colorado State, Boulder, and we recruit students from around the world. So we have representatives around the world, one person taking care in Vietnam, South Asia, then we have one in UK, and we have one in MENA region as well. So I have another colleague who will be taking care of South India, but I am currently taking care of South, Central, and West India. And the portfolio of Wellspring, we have 15 institutions, both public and private put together. And in the portfolio, we have some of the popular, highly ranked universities like University of Arizona. We represent Colorado State University, Texas State University, Saginaw Valley State University, Manhattan University, and the list goes on. So we've covered almost 15 universities in 15 respective states in the US. So yes, this is the portfolio of Wellspring International.
You're not stopping at all. I think if you talk, if I ask you to talk,
Give me a chance. I'll talk about Wellspring and our institutions for hours together.
yeah, that's what I can experience it with you right away. And also while talking to you, also you talk a lot about the universities and infrastructure that built by Wellspring International.
Absolutely.
So I think it's a long association with Wellspring for you.
It's been 3 years, close to 3 years that I've been associated with Wellspring and started recruiting students for these institutions.
Great. I think you've been talking to a lot of students in the meantime and all. Uh, Hopefully, can I count it like almost 1,000+ students or more than?
I would say more than that because we don't directly deal with the students.
Yes,
So
yes.
we act as an aggregator between the university and the agents. Agents as in the overseas education consultants which deals directly with the students. So we help out these overseas education consultants in identifying the right student for the right institution. So that's what our job is.
Perfect. So for the listeners, I just wanted to understand. I think this question is especially for you because you're dealing with USA educations. What is this, like say, launch pad for USA? Everybody goes there. Everybody is very keen about USA to, for if they are thinking about study abroad, the first country that comes into the mind is USA. So why that become a launch pad for every student? Is it?
Absolutely, I agree to that point because in the I would say from past 50 or 60 years, US has been the favorite destination for most of the students from different countries. So the basic understanding is the quality of education that the students would get. The second is the research opportunities that unfortunately Indian institutions may not be able to provide, and the third is the career opportunities. So and if you compare the other destinations as well, I would say US has been the number one destination which has been providing the international students with one of the greatest career opportunities. So even for an example, if you take any Indian education system into consideration, or maybe engineering college into consideration,
Can we
if
take reference of IIT maybe?
no, I would say a local engineering college because not everybody would be able to get into IITs.
IITs and all, yeah.
So, any local engineering college, if a student is getting a campus placement, so
I'm
the
sure you are from Srinidhi as well.
yes, I would
Should
say
would you like
I
to
would say
refer?
my own experience, if you ask me, because I passed out in 2012 as a mechanical engineer from Srinidhi Institute of Science and Technology. So I was also was got through campus placement, and my salary was around 45,000 per month.
Wow, it's a
That
nice
that was back then.
salary.
But if you take US education system and the career opportunities, the average salary of a master's level student, or let's say a bachelor's level student who has completed bachelor's in the US, if he or she is getting a campus placement, their average salary would be somewhere around 80 to $90,000 per year. So that's almost 10 times of what we get here. And
Nice.
and of course, US education is not just about theoretical knowledge, but also the students would get hands-on experience, hands-on learning experience. They would be able to get a lot of research opportunities.
Referring to this topic, I think US universities are giving a great opportunity in blend of study experience. Like they give a theoretical experience as well as practical experience. So how does that define? Like say, why Indian system? Obviously, Indian system has both as well. But why everybody should choose USA as a destination for blended experience?
So if you talk about US education system, their system is very flexible.
Oh, is
Very
it?
flexible. So students can choose their majors and minors,
Okay.
and also students can choose electives as well.
Oh.
So for an example, if a computer science student he wants to do an elective in the management sector, he can
Correct.
do that. He can
Correct.
include it in the curriculum, and he can get hands-on experience in that. So
Understood.
that by the time the student comes out,
He'll be ready.
ready with all the management skills and as well as the core skills that he would need in the choice of their respective fields.
Perfect. I think yes.
So that gives a, and I would say not all the US institutions would be able to give that opportunity because there are certain categories of universities that are there in the US. So one is public institutions, we have public research universities, we have private institutions. So we have different levels of universities that we have in the US. So some of the institutions that we represent comes under R1 level university, which is called as research level 1 university.
correct. I
And US spends a lot of amount in terms of
Research.
lot of I would say on an average $80 billion
Yes,
in
yes,
terms of
yes.
giving out the research opportunities to international students especially.
And that's the khajana for US, I
Yes,
believe.
yes.
So they believe in research and deliver is the thing
Yes.
that they believe. Yes.
Whereas if you take a Indian education system student, they may not be able to get a research opportunity because of the tight curriculum or tight syllabus that they have,
Correct.
especially in
Correct.
especially in Indian institutes.
Correct. So I think hearing about US universities, I think OPT and CPT plays a major role.
Yep.
Obviously, if I'm talking to a student, obviously we are counseling. I'm in the counseling industry. Whenever we are talking about CPT and OPT, so that plays a major role in deciding a university as well. Will it make a possible impact choosing that?
That's a right question because if you take any Indian student into consideration, 99.9 students percentage of the student would want to get into a STEM designated program,
Okay.
and only STEM designated program would give the student 3 years of optional practical training
Yes.
after the
Yes.
completion of course.
Correct.
And not all the institutions in the US would have STEM designated programs.
True.
So that's the reason why they would want to focus on their career first and also focus on the return of investment that they would look forward for.
Obviously, everybody who's going to abroad, I don't say that they are going only for the sake of earning money or something, but also looking for a better prospect in their life, like growth in terms of obviously money and then professionally and all other areas. So,
I would say they prefer having a quality of life.
yes, agreed.
So quality of life also matters. And of course, I wouldn't rule out the point which is called as a return of investment. Yes,
Yes,
because our students put in a lot of investment in pursuing their bachelor's and master's in the US.
true.
And if they are not being able to get the return of investment, somewhere I would feel that the student would get demotivated,
Yes,
and probably he would not be able to have a great career coming back from the US. So that's the reason why majority of the students, they would want to utilize their OPT, and continue their career in the US itself.
okay. So in that condition, I'll just have a quick question, which is like relating to the same point, which a professional building process. How early a student can build their professional profiles? How early, like, yes.
So I would say it depends on the student's eagerness
Okay.
or interest in building their professional career right from the start of their bachelor's or master's,
Okay.
because there is something called as CPT,
Okay.
which is called as curriculum practical training.
Okay.
So what happens is there are certain universities which offers curriculum practical training from the day one itself,
Okay.
day one of start of their classes.
Understood.
So curriculum practical training is nothing but the permission from the university to
Okay.
work outside the campus,
Oh,
because work as in it could be internship,
nice.
it could be working outside the campus,
Nice.
but whatever they are doing, it has to be related to their curriculum.
Correct.
So that is why it is called as curriculum practical training.
Perfect.
So not every other institution would give that opportunity for international students,
Okay.
because if you take the number of institutions that are there in the US, there are approximately 4,000 to 4,500 institutions.
Nice. I know that, yes. It's a
So,
huge number.
huge collection of universities, huge number of universities that international students can shortlist according to their requirement, because there would be certain students who uh, choose location as a preference,
Understood.
or certain students would look for the university, what is the quality of education that they provide, and the third is the affordability. See, different universities, different level of institutions has different fee structure, different living expenses. It depends on a lot of factors.
I agree.
So the student, as you are one of the counselors, I'm sure you got to see a lot of people asking for a particular university or particular location where they could be
Yes.
able to get in, and their of course their financial ability to pay the fees.
Yes.
So that all will matter if you if you are talking about choosing a particular university for a particular profile, I would say.
Understood. So, like you're referring to me, I think this is the area where a consultant come into picture and guide the student
Absolutely.
in a proper way. 4,000 universities, and of late I'm counseling a lot of students coming with one university which is advised by their parents, advised by their brother, advised by somebody else. That's not the way, is what I personally feel. You can contradict or you can disagree with me as well. So out of 4,000 universities, people choose only these universities. Why not other universities? Randomly, like 4,000 universities also promoted, also given an opportunity to an Indian students.
Absolutely. See, I would say choosing or shortlisting a university should be according to the student's interest and,
Exactly what I'm saying.
and especially according to their profile.
Yes.
So, a student who has around 2.5 GPA cannot get into a level 1 universities or an Ivy League university.
Okay.
So, it has to be according to their profile,
Okay.
and also the affordability matters.
True.
So, and also we have to look at one point is whether that particular university has the program that is being required by the student.
Okay.
So, and yes, of course, there are many factors that are influencing these prospective students. It could be because of the relatives, it could be because of the family or friends, it could be the social media.
Okay.
So, I would say, reaching out to a educational consultant is most important at this point of time if any student is aspiring to study in the US.
Okay.
So, because as a career or as a education consultant, you don't only counsel them, but you also understand their requirement
Yes.
and you guide them accordingly.
Correct.
It's not that you particularly push one university on that student and you give it no other choice. No,
Correct.
it's all about understanding their need, understanding their requirement, and if that particular requirement is suitable for a particular university or not,
Correct.
and based on the budget as well. Because if you take for an example the university, one of the top ranked universities that we represent, University of Arizona,
Yeah.
so their fee structure is $33,000 per year, which is approximately 26-27 lakhs in Indian currency. That's only the tuition fee. But if you take on the other hand, we also represent Texas State University. Their fee structure is only $15,000 per year. That's like almost like 40% of what University of Arizona's fee structure is. So I would say if that particular program is being offered in Texas State University, and if the student has any local friends or relatives who are staying in the particular state, and if the student has a financial constraint about getting into University of Arizona, as a counselor or or probably as a representative of these institutions, I would suggest the student Texas State University. Uh, and also there are a couple of other things which the student has to take care or keep in mind is University of Arizona, even though their fee structure is really high, so we have a lot of opportunities in terms of research assistantships. Even though we don't give out scholarship for master's level students, we give out huge amount of scholarships for bachelor's level. So yeah, I would say overall, a career or an educational consultant should be the one who should be guiding the student according to their requirement.
Perfect. So it's a great understanding before a student should go.
Right.
Like if a student wants to pursue their education in USA, these are the 360 degrees view that we have to give it to the students. That's why I didn't told you this point, because I don't told you that I have designed a concept called the next move.
Okay.
The next move itself talks about 360-degree view. Like, so the next move, what a person should do if he's aspiring to study abroad.
Oh.
So I think I can give a best counseling session, which is 30 minutes of professional counseling session that we give. At Turn On MC, we are not a career counselors, we are a next move makers.
Yeah,
So
that's great to hear.
that's yeah, it's an interesting concept, Srikanth. I'll tell you what it is in detail. So 30 minutes concept, 30 minutes of session. There will be something called pre-counseling session,
Okay.
and post-counseling session, and while counseling session.
Right.
Pre-counseling session, we will have a student give us a form which is almost 18 questions that we filled. It's 18 to 20 questions that we have. We will ask question excluding the name, number, and all of those things.
Right.
The 18 questions to 20 question pointers which elaborate students' profile. Like, say for example, if a person like me, I'm a counselor, being a counseling students, counseling. So I have to understand what are the students' interests about.
Right.
I think it's important to know before counseling as well.
Absolutely.
So after that form comes to us, we will understand the market of that particular profile.
Right.
That is very important
Exactly.
in this industry, is what I feel, because now the myths are reality. Maybe I'm not saying that it's not a real factor or something. The factors that's happening in this industry, we have to give them a clear picture.
Right.
So once I got the profile, we will analyze the profile, and once the profile is analyzed, we will graph ourselves before counseling a student.
Right.
Because we are taking only 30 minutes of time from the student.
Right.
So within 30 minutes of time, it is hard to decide what is their next move. So for that, we are buying some time before counseling, and once we structure that program, structure the counseling, we will invite the student and we will ask the student to bear with us for 30 minutes, of course.
Of course, I mean, I would say 30 minutes would not be enough for you to understand the entire student's profile and their
Yes,
requirement.
yes.
But yeah, I think you would be able to make most of the time that is being given.
So 30 minutes of counseling session, I agree, I'll take that feedback of restricting counseling to 30 minutes. But what I'm saying is, our job is, what does the counselor job is? Counselor job is to understand his profile, show his experience, what expertise he is into, how he can guide, how can he counsel his student.
Right.
That's where I think 30 minutes of counseling session, see, we are dealing with Gen Zs.
Right,
When
right,
you're
absolutely.
dealing with
I
Gen
mean-
Zs, you can't take them time much.
Exactly.
And also you have to be prepared. Now the students are very smart.
Right.
Very smart. So we have to be very prepared, well advanced prepared while talking to any of the students.
Absolutely.
That's why we prepared a form, and that form gives us an insight, and then we will complete that session. And 30-minute session is not only about talking about university, talking about country, talking about his journey and everything. It's not about that. It's all about statistics. When you're talking about the student's career, you should talk statistics prior 10 years and post future 10 years.
What is it?
So how is that course will help him in next 10 years? That is what is important. That's what we do, and we give them a homework after the counseling session.
Okay.
So we will not ask him to immediately register with us or register with anybody else. Obviously, students are doing window shopping right now.
Right.
So we should agree to that.
Right.
So if they are doing window shopping, we should give them a good amount of shopping experience.
Right.
Shopping experience, that's what we deliver, and I'm preparing myself. You know, I am aspiring to be a management consultant for next 10 years. So I should give some difference in the market if they're talking about turn on MC.
Right.
So that's where I am dealing with. So in that condition, would you like to have a rapid fire, a quick rapid fire with us?
Sure.
And then
Why
we'll
not?
end up this conversation.
Sure, definitely.
So before that, I have one quick question. Um, so tell us about universities that you represent. What kind of programs are very much interested right now? We haven't spoken about programs, I believe.
Not yet. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you talk about the institutions that I represent 15 institutions, as I mentioned earlier, both public and private put together.
Okay.
So if you talk about public institutions that we represent, are I would say one of the greatly ranked universities, University of Arizona. Then comes Colorado State University,
Okay.
Texas State University, Saginaw Valley State University. So these are the, and we also represent University of Toledo.
Oh.
So these are the 5 institutions which are public, and we also represent couple of private institutions, Manhattan University, St. Thomas University, McHenry, Loyola. Then we all
You have a list of 15.
Yes, 15 institutions. And if you talk about the programs basically that are available in the US, there are 2 kinds of programs. So the first is called as a STEM designated program.
Yes.
So any program which is related to science, technology, engineering or math
Yes.
is called as a STEM designated program.
True.
And basically these STEM designated programs, they have popular subjects like technology, data, and as well as business.
Correct.
And there is another set of programs which is called as non-STEM programs.
Yeah.
So anything which is related to management or maybe entrepreneurship or maybe into arts, gaming design. So all these fall under non-STEM category.
Okay.
So there is an advantage of a STEM designated program, as I mentioned earlier also.
Okay.
So there is something called as OPT, optional practical training.
Yes.
So if we are talking about a bachelor's level program, so the duration of any bachelor's program in the US would be for 4 years.
Yes.
So when a student chooses a STEM designated program for bachelor's,
Okay.
so 4 years would be the duration of bachelor's, and he or she will also get 3 years of optional post-study work visa.
Okay.
So basically they can stay back in the US, utilize the OPT option that they've got by choosing a STEM designated program,
Okay.
complete those 3 years working in the US, and if they want to continue working,
Okay.
so they will have to change from F1 or let's say OPT to another category of visa.
Understood.
Whereas if you take a non-STEM designated program student, for 4 years, bachelor's the duration, and they will be able to get only 1 year of optional post-study work visa permission. Basically, it's a permission. I wouldn't even call it as a visa, but it's a permission that has been given by the university to stay back in the US and utilize the OPT option.
Understood. So, talking about current industry insights, like you say, after the Trump intervention, US market is very slow and it's just doing a tortoise race that we are doing and all of those talking about. Would you be interested in talking that topic right now?
I wouldn't want to put a lot of things into this topic especially, but I would like to highlight few points.
Okay,
The first is social media.
agreed. I totally agree to that point.
So unverified sources of social media is being circulated.
Yes.
Posts that are should not be circulated, but it's been circulated, and the students are falling prey for it.
Okay.
The only thing I would say, after the recent change of administration in the US, is they are trying to be vigilant and they're trying to enforce the laws, which are already existing.
Agreed.
So, if you talk about one of the topics, is working outside the campus.
Agreed.
So, international students are not allowed to work outside the campus
Yes.
since the beginning.
Yes.
But our students have been working, and now after the recent change in the administration, they are being vigilant and they are enforcing the law that international students are not supposed to work outside the campus.
True.
So this is not something new. It has been there since the beginning. The only thing is they are enforcing the law.
Correct.
And they expect all the international students to abide this law. That's it. And the second thing is, the $100,000 fees for H1B. So it's not applicable for international students. So students who are going for an F1 visa, changing into OPT, and from OPT to H1B, it's not going to be applicable for you. So any employee who is trying to apply for an H1B visa directly, so they will have to pay the $100,000 application fee.
So do you? I don't say you believe or something like that, but end of the day, social media is influencing a lot of people.
Yes. So even though it has been influencing, we are here to educate the students.
Yes, yes.
Try to take off their apprehensions. Try to give them what reality is, and try to guide them properly, or try to guide them in the right path.
Do you really think it's again, US is again a hot cake in the market, or I'm using a wrong word maybe? It is going to be a immediate country to choose as a study abroad.
I would say since the beginning, especially when we talk about South India, US has been the most preferred destination, and it is, and it will be also in the future. Yes.
I love to hear that from you because US has been a great market for our students because when talking about Silicon Valley and all the major companies are from US and the entities are mostly established from USA and everything.
Correct.
So I'm sure that the next generation will have a great opportunity driving AI, driving artificial intelligence and other programs which are booming right now.
Absolutely.
So that's a great thing. I love to hear from you that US is going to be the next market in next
Of course.
5 years.
My pleasure
so
to say that.
people should be happy choosing USA as well.
Absolutely, they
So,
will be.
in continuation to that thing, if if you give a survival kit, career survival kit, like say, if what are the three skills that a student should consider
Sorry.
choosing a course?
See, as I earlier mentioned also, US is very flexible. If you talk about any master's level student also from here who is aspiring to go and pursue their masters in the US, we've seen a lot of cases where a civil engineering student has also shifted